Positive Women was set up in 2005 to help some of the most vulnerable people in the world. It was set up because no one would take notice of a small country with some of the worst women's rights abuses, poverty and disease in the world. Positive Women was set up for the women and children you'll see next, all so that they have a chance to make a change and break free from poverty. These women and children inspire us at Positive Women every day. We think their bravery and strength is inspirational. I hope you think so too.
I'm 42 years old and then I'm HIV positive.
I am 19 years old.
My mother is dead and my father.
We are six.
And I can't afford to go to school because nobody can pay for me.
It's been 3 years I've been heading the household. My parents died.
My mom sometimes told me that I'm a prostitute.
Ever since I lost them, we've been struggling very much. If you are a child, you need to have your parents who can guide you, who can instill self-discipline in you so that you grow well. It was the hardest time. It is the hardest time I have in life.
It was so bad because some of the people, they don't like you. They take you as you are a killer.
Swaziland is a small country next to South Africa. It has a population of around 1 million and is a country in deep crisis. With over 80% of the population living in extreme poverty, the highest HIV prevalence in the world, and one of the lowest life expectancies in the world, something needs to change if this country is to survive the next 5 years.
We have a problem in Swaziland of HIV and AIDS.
It has disrupted the family setup. You find that in a homestead there is no mother or father or a grandmother to take care of the kids.
They have no food to eat. They don't have a candle to light to do their work at home.
Orphans here are not going to school because government doesn't have money to pay for them.
Nobody can live without education in these days.
People who are not educated, they don't know their rights. If somebody is not educated, he is easily abused.
Positive Women works with extraordinary women and children in Swaziland to help them as they tackle their challenges head-on and fight for survival and change. So, what do we do? Positive Women has 3 core programs: education and support for orphans, vulnerable children and child-headed households.
We have come to be their parents now. We want to make their dream come true. We want to see them growing up, accessing education and having the dreams they want to be.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher, and I think I'm about to achieve my dream.
We are doing treatment at a community level. Any child who's sick, we treat them.
Education, training and support for women who are affected and infected by HIV/AIDS.
We are forming support groups in the rural community where we are.
We teach others that they must know about HIV and AIDS and they must go and test themselves. And they mustn't be scared up to take ARVs because the life is here.
Startup costs, training and ongoing mentoring for income generation projects. How do we work? Positive Women is a fundraising and advocacy organisation that works through local organisations in Swaziland who are already creating huge positive impact. And how exactly do our programmes work? We support HIV prevention and treatment, legal advice, a mobile clinic, and orphans and vulnerable children to ensure they're receiving the help they need. Our programmes help by providing access to some of the essential services that we often take for granted. We help people with access to healthcare and education that they otherwise wouldn't have. Our programmes allow orphans and vulnerable children to get help with things like school fees and uniforms. They also offer women help to set up their own businesses, allowing them to start to provide sustainable financial support for all these programmes. So what's all this got to do with you? We need you to invest in us, so we can invest in these extraordinary women and children. And that means that sometime in the near future, they can invest in themselves and their communities. What better return on investment is there than that?
Everybody deserves a chance to live a life free from poverty. That's why I work with Positive Women, and that's why we need you too. What we do works. It is working. But we need more voices and support to keep making this difference. Please go to positivewomen.org or follow us on Twitter @positive_women. Join us and make a change.